tell you this. I speak to the issue of immigration with a little bit of authority. My mother was an immigrant to this country. She was brought here at the age of 2 by her mother from Lithuania. And just recently, my wife and I visited her small town where she grew up, saw the church where she was baptized. And we grew up in a family where my grandmother didn't speak English very well. My mother spoke both English and Lithuanian. Does this sound familiar to anyone in the audience? It is the American story. And here I am, the son of an immigrant, serving as a 47th United States Senator from the state of Illinois. And if you came to my office, and you're welcome, you would find behind my desk my mother's naturalization certificate, a reminder to me of where I come from, who I am, and what America is. This is the story that the National Council of Raza tells. A story that has been a recurring theme in American life, but a story that has more chapters to be written. It is time for us to pass comprehensive immigration reform in the United States of America. We need to enforce our borders, of course. But this notion that if we just build 18-foot walls, everything will be fine, ignores the obvious. Building 18-foot walls creates a good market for 20-foot ladders. That is not the answer to this issue. The answer is for us to have a comprehensive policy and to acknowledge we are never, Mr. Lou Dobbs, please listen, we are never going to deport 12 million people from America. These are people who make this country great and teach me part of our future. The last thing I want to say to you is that, Mayor, you know, you get calls once in a while from people who say they need a helping hand. And about 10 years ago, in my Senate office, I got a call from a family, a Korean family here in Chicago. The mother runs a dry cleaner shop. 85% of the dry cleaning shops in Chicago are run by Korean families. She had a daughter who was a wonderful musician, a musical prodigy, who had been accepted at the Juilliard School of Music in New York. And as she filled out the application, on her way off to the college of her dreams, there was one box that said citizenship. And she turned to her mother and she said, "What am I supposed to put here?" And her mother said, "I'm not sure. We brought you to this country when you were 2 years old, and we never filed any paperwork. Let's call Durbin." So they got on the phone, and they called our office, and we called the immigration authorities, and they said the answer is obvious. She has been here for 17 years. She speaks only English. She has excelled in the schools of the city of Chicago. She is destined for a great career in music. Yeah, the answer is obvious. She should go back to Korea. I'm not making this up. And I thought to myself, that is unfair. She didn't choose America, her mother chose America. She didn't fail to file the documents, her parents failed. She only knows this country. She has succeeded in this country. She offers something to this country. Why would we lose her? And I sat down and started writing a bill, and I came to learn that there are tens of thousands of people just like her. Young men and women of undocumented status who have lived in this country and know this country and love this country and want to be part of this country, who are legally on the outside. And that is why 8 years ago I introduced the DREAM Act. The DREAM Act, which is going to open the door to these young people. I promise you this, as long as I am drawing a breath in this public life, I will work to pass the DREAM Act. I will pass it into law. I will make it part of the law of the land. We will give these thousands of young people, and you know them well. There may be some here today. Some may be waiting on your tables, incidentally. There are people all across America who are counting on this bill so that they can become an important part of America's future. And I thank the National Council of Raza for being in my corner and standing behind me all the way. We're going to pass it. This dream is coming true.